it's Hannah from Hannah Crafted Gifts, and I have a very special gift here today that I'm celebrating. My partner in craft and good friend Renee recently gifted me her old iPad, and this is not that old. This is actually still quite a new and powerful machine. So I am still humbled by her generosity and wasn't sure where to even begin to thank her. But I decided the least I could do is make her a card. So I decided to make a card version of her iPad. So I wanted to go through and show you some of the details I was able to achieve with this. So you probably can't see it with our lighting, but there's a indentation in the top of the iPad cover here, and I have that in mine as well. Maybe if I hold it a little closer, you can catch the light and you can see that. You can see they both have the place for a stylus, and then we'll go inside to see what else. So there's the inside of the iPad. Here's the inside of the card version. So you can see they both have the camera. They both have, of course, the home button. They both have whatever this is on the case. I think it's like a little place to hold it. And then the really special thing about this card, oh, and actually before I get to the most special part, I'll show you the back. So if you flip this over, you can see the cameras and the flashes. And you can see this little contraption on the case, which we'll get to in a moment. Or again, maybe I'll show you that now. Let's see, I will show you that now. So the case can stand up because of that little flap on the back, and so can the card. So there you go. Okay, so now for the most special part. Of course, when you open up the case, the iPad might be locked and asleep, but if you pull out the iPad, it turns on. And so this is the iPad on in the Notes app. What I did is I actually took a screenshot of this note that I wrote in the Notes app, so you can see the date and time, the battery, all the little symbols from the Notes app. So this was the note that I wrote to thank Renee again for her generous gift that you can't begin to repay in words, but this was my attempt. So you can slide that back in and put it back to sleep. I'll see if I can do that here while I'm talking. But as you know, if you've been watching, these are my favorite things to make, are these paper versions of other things. So I've got my paper trimmer video, my craft carrier video, and now this iPad video. So thanks so much for watching, and as always, happy crafting. Okay, and I forgot to show you one thing, and that is the back of the iPad. So you can see this is the beautiful rose gold iPad, which just so happens to be my favorite. I'm just the luckiest. And so I made the iPad out of the rose gold foil paper, which I happen to have from that Everything is Rosy Product Medley. Even made the little Apple logo there. I will say this foil paper is not very forgiving, so it shows every little imperfection, but it does so perfectly match. I was thrilled that I had that to use.